Can you hear me now? Did that work? Can you hear me now? Oh, okay. Well, see, all these little issues, I'm telling you, yeah, I act like I ain't been live before. Here we go. It's taking me a minute to remember where everything is. Yikes. Okay. So, if you missed all that because you couldn't hear me, I took a hiatus because I had some medical problems. And then I got a new position at work, which went to days, which is why we're live now. It's been much better for my health, not working that overnight shift. So it took me a minute to get my. Uh oh, now I'm echoing. How about now? We're still echoing. That one should be off. It is taking me a minute to figure all this out. Ooh, like I said, you would have thought I'd never been live before. Is that any better, Gladys? Hopefully it is, and you can still hear me, and I didn't just mute myself again. No, it's not any better? Or no, you can't hear me? What is the deal? That one shouldn't be on at all. How about now? I'm not sure how to fix that echo. Was that any better? I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with that. Hi, Mona. We're having technical issues. I'm trying to figure out why I'm echoing. The joys of lives. Of course, it's been a minute. I forgot how to do everything. So, as I was saying, so I changed positions, and during all that, I kind of lost my sojo, and was barely doing any sewing at all. Oh, thank you. Sometimes I let my nail lady just kind of run with it. And this is what she picked this time. I told her I just wanted something kind of springy. So when I lost my sojo, I don't know, maybe I got into a little bit of a depression, maybe. But I just couldn't get it together. So it took a minute, and then I missed everybody. I missed going live, and I missed chit chatting and things like that. So I got a new streaming service, which is taking me a minute to figure out. And here we are. Now I do travel for my job occasionally, so there will be times that if I schedule one and I may have to cancel, it's because my boss let me know that I had to leave on Monday and I'll be gone all week. But while I'm in town, we will have these every Wednesday. And it says sip and sew. This is what I'm drinking, because if I drink adult beverages and try and sew, disaster happens. So for this, you just iron the template onto the fabric. Simple as that. So, and you can reuse this template multiple times. Iron it on here. Ta-da! And then we just cut it out. I didn't quite iron down. Don't tell anybody I ironed on my board here. There we go. All right. So we're going to cut this out, and you can use a rotary cutter. You can use your. So this is for a friend of mine who she's engaged. She just got a new place. And I keep asking her fiance what their colors are, and he's like, my kitchen is white. And I was like, what do you mean your kitchen is white? And so he started showing me pictures of the walls and countertops, and I was like, so what color is your kitchen? Like, what color are your dishes? He goes, I think they're white. I'm like, you are absolutely no help, because I didn't want her to know that I was making this for her. But hey. So I'm going to give her some. She likes tea, so we're going to do tea, little teacups. I mean, if they don't match her stuff, then, you know, hey, it's all good. It's the thought that counts, right? I don't think that's worth saving. I'm not sure I'll do anything that small. Should have used my rotary cutter. But I just got off work. Believe it or not, my hair was curly when I went to work. So this is what my hair does when I try to curl it. I think it was curled for about an hour. Now I do tend to wear a headset at work because I have a lot of Zoom calls. But it usually goes under my hair because I have shocks, because I'm a little deaf, and those help me hear better because they're bone conducting. So snip this little piece off here, and then we can take the template off. And we can iron it on the next piece. So you can do any color you want. You can do 2 patterns, 2. The only thing you need to be careful of is this one isn't directional, but if it's directional, you want to make sure. I think I had some directional here. Like if you used this, you would want to make sure that it sat like this, so that this was on top in front, because this top part's going to fold like this. So that's the only thing. You can put a buttonhole in it. I have a cam snap press, and so that's what I'm going to use. So go iron this. See, I can't even talk today. What is the deal? Go over to this side here. I'm just all kinds of fumbling today. Besides talking for 6 minutes when nobody could hear me. But we'll have it down next time. Now I know where the little button is to make sure that I have my mic is on. Let me put the top part off real quick so we don't have so much to deal with. So I'm going to make a little oven mitt with the other side of this. I'm going to make an oven mitt and a pot holder with the rest of this. I'm a little crooked there. It's okay. What did I do with the scissors? I am actually going to be doing this for our guild. Well, one of our neighborhood groups that's a shoot off from our guild in June. So that'll be fun. I gotta write out the little instructions for the notice. But there's not usually that many people at our little neighborhood one, which is called Sewing Happy Hour, but you know, there's no drinking involved. Okay. So Gooderman's, is it Gooderman's? Has a sale right now. Pinking shears are 50% off. I keep meaning to get on there and pick me up some of those. And that's a deal for me, 50% off. And you can use this for this template a couple more times. Put that there. So for me, because I do use my hand snap press, I do put this on the back side, which doesn't need that big of a piece. We're going to rough cut this just to help the snap have some structure. And then this one, which is just a little bit of thicker stabilizer. And this also gives us some quilting material. All right. We're almost to the fun part. Well, some people like cutting. I do not. I'm not that precise with my cutting when I cut things. That's why I have the AccuQuilt cutter. And I was on Marketplace not too long ago and ended up getting some really good deals. And I have some more cubes now. And well, I got the 10-inch cube at Christmas. And then I found the 8-inch and the 12-inch on Marketplace. So, and you just iron that on. Get a good press, get all those little bubbles. We got baby chicks the other day. They're so adorable. So that's iron on. Now to iron this one on. And it doesn't, because I used really thin ones, it doesn't make it very thick. Just gives it enough structure that the snap doesn't tear any of the fabric. I gotta trim this one up still. So I've been trying to catch a couple of you guys live. Sometimes I'm just in the background because I'm at work most of the time when you guys are live. Lurk, that's the word I was looking for. Sometimes I lurk. Hi Fern, how are you? It's a party, guys. To be honest, I wasn't sure anybody was going to show up, but I figured, that's what the replay's for. Hi Sandra, how are you? Should have used my little scissors, but oh well. Okay. All right. Now basically we just stitch around it. Nope, I got too much stuff hanging out over there. And I did not do a very good job of measuring. Okay, there we go. Try not to have so much bulk in my seams. There we go. Okay. They do make great gifts. So that's why I'm doing it, is for a gift for a friend who just moved into a new house. And then you just use a 1/4-inch seam, you pivot. I should have dropped my needle, but we'll do that now. I made a bunch of these at Christmas. And then we had, December was my last month at my old position. And so for our white Santa stuff, dirty Santa, whatever you want to call it, I made 2 Christmas tabletop towel toppers, oven mitt. I made what I called a Christmas stack. I put in some, Christmas themed utensils and stuff like that. Thank you, Mona. Obviously, Nightbot is not working yet. I have to go back in there and do my settings. Okay, so we're all stitched around here. Now you can clip your sides here if you want. It's not a have to kind of thing. It flips around pretty easy. Get my little tool thing here. I lost this. I could not find it for the life of me. I was like, all right, I desperately need to clean my sewing corner. If I cannot find this sucker, it had fallen down by my power strip and was like laying sideways. I was like, but it motivated me to clean up my little corner here and make sure everything was good. So just push it through. Now I like the top to be a little pointy, but you know, you don't have to. You can adjust it however you want, and I will add a PDF of the template after we're done to the description. So this is how it'll look on the towel. Now I usually fold this inside in like this. And then I'll go iron it, and we'll get the towel. And I just pick up the little tea towels from wherever they, if I'm at a store and I see that they're, excuse me, on sale, I will pick me up some. So, perfect. So now with the towel, I think I got these at Walmart. And this one just has the little teapots and, you know. So I'm going to even it out. Oh, no problem. Yeah, I will scan that in and get it uploaded as soon as we get off of here. So, oh, maybe. And then I clip this so that while I'm cutting it, it doesn't shift or move or any of that good stuff, because things like to do that when you're trying to be even about it. Okay. And then I'm going to run an iron over this real quick, kind of push the steam so I have a little bit of a crease to follow. And it doesn't have to be perfect because this top part is going to be inside of the towel topper. So, all right. Sorry, Mr. Spoon, cutting you in half. All right. Now you just got to decide how you want. I'll put it here so we're ready to top stitch this. How you want the towel to lay inside the towel topper. So you can do it a ton of different ways. So you can do a little fold here. See how that looks. You can do pleats. see how that looks. So, and see, I tend to lean towards the pleats just because I kind of like, yes, to get 2 towels out of it, exactly. So, and I always check the towels to make sure that the other side is the same print upside down, so that they match if I want to use the same, if I want to give them a set. All right, so if you decide this is how you want it, just make sure you pleated it with enough room to go inside. And then I lengthen my stitch length a little bit, about 3.5 so, and then I run a stitch over it to kind of hold it in place. Nothing major. I keep stepping on my pedal. My travel machine has an automatic hover foot, and I swear after I've been using it, I always forget that this one does not have that. And so there we've got our little pleats all set. Go in about, I don't know, 1.5 inches, because you can feel it right here. That's good. Well, it looks like 2 inches, which is good. Just run a stitch across there. Or I did one with some decorative stitches at Christmas that my husband stole. I think he gave them to his employees because a bunch of them disappeared. I thought I'd had more made, and I was like, I think my husband took those. So once you decide and you're even, you want to make sure you're even. You know, decide how much of that you want in there. As long as you have 1 inch in there, you want at least 1 inch to give you some space to sew some lines to make sure it stays in there. And I should have brought my cam snap in here, but it didn't. Okay, so we're just going to stitch. We're going to drop our stitch length again, and we're going to start the top stitching. And we're going to go all the way around, starting at the bottom. We'll go all the way around. Did it again. Okay. It's a little thick when you first start, but I know that there's some bag makers out there, so it shouldn't be a problem. This is where that hover foot would come in handy. On the corners, just hit there, lift. Oops, didn't like that. Lift, drop. Try this again. Ooh, we're gonna have to play chicken bobbin. Bobbin chicken? How do you say that? I won the other day. I got an embroidery machine. It does not fit in my sewing room because I'm in a corner. Let's see. Back up a little bit. There we go. So it is on the dining room table. My husband and I rarely eat at the same time because while I'm on days, he kind of works at swing shift type of deal. So we only have dinner together on the weekend. Okay. So I go back over the bottom one more time. Just to give it that extra. Then when I get back here, flip it and go just up a little bit so that we can catch the rest of that bolt right there to really get it in there. That line is crooked. Oh well, it'll be okay. And then with the exception of installing your snap, oops, I heard that jump when it landed there. Figure out where you want your snap. Make sure you have enough space here to get on any oven door, refrigerator door, wherever they might hang it. And either install your button or your snap. Now what I will do is once I figure out where I want it, I'm going to put a clip on the top so that it stays in place. And ta-da! All done. And there you have it. Towel topper. And like I said, that the freezer paper, you can do four or five of them before you need to, I got little fuzzies from the towel, cutting the towel, before you need to replace that template. But you just save the paper template that you're going to use as your main template, and you've always got it. So easy peasy. When you're not talking, you get it done much faster than what I did. And perfect gift, especially if you have somebody that you just found out you need to get a gift for. Find out their color scheme, or even not. I have some that just have cute little sayings that are butterfly and bees and spring-like. Throw them together. I got gingerbread ones for Christmas, so you know, super easy gift, fast sew. Try not to be crooked on the top like mine. I may go over it with a decorative stitch so you can't tell that it's crooked. But so I am so glad that you all came to watch me today. It's been fun with all our problems and my 6 to 8 minutes of no sound. But you know, hey, it all works in the end. So we will, oh, before I forget, May 14th, whether I'm traveling or not, we will be live because Cutterpillar is coming onto the channel and there will be a giveaway. So you guys want to make sure that you mark your calendars for that. It'll be at 6, May 14th. That is a Wednesday, right? I believe that's what I've got, May 14th. You all definitely want to be here because I'm not sure what they're giving away, but I believe it's a mini light board, but don't quote me on that. No matter what they give away, it'll be great. So you want to make sure that you're here for that. And then when we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to have a ginormous giveaway. I have templates and fabric and patterns galore. So you want to make sure that you are here for that one as well. So share me, like me, subscribe. Let's get to that 1,000 subscribers. Let's say by Christmas. Let's say by Christmas we want to hit 1,000 subscribers. So we'll have a big Christmas. I got a lot of Christmas fabric that could go in that. So I will make sure I upload the templates when we get done here. I'm so happy to be back, and I'm so glad that you guys were a part of my comeback live. I appreciate each and every one of you. So until next time, go out there, find some gorgeous fabric, make a fabulous quilt. Try not to spend too much time with that divorce lawyer, which I seem to have misplaced. And we'll see you guys next time. I appreciate you all. Bye, everyone.